All Americans is a show on the CW that I've been watching for I don't know how long at this point. I can't remember when I started watching it, but a lot of moments really stick out of my head from this series. I remember when this show was in its prime and it was so good, the drama was going crazy. Spencer having to balance his new life in Beverly and then also having to go back to Crenshaw from time to time as well to check in with the fam. Getting introduced to the Baker family, learning about Billy's affair, dealing with Olivia's alcoholism, Jordan's jealousy of Spencer and how his dad views him. On top of other good storylines from the side characters, Layla having to deal with being separated from her pops, Coop always fucking some shit up, Asher trying to outdo the main character with performance enhancers. Like, bro, the show was really one of them. But I gotta say, the fall from grace has been crazy. I honestly don't know how I'm still watching the show in 2024. I really feel like I should have stopped after Billy died, but something just kept me attached to the show. I think at some point after that, I just started viewing shit as a comedy because getting rid of Tay Diggs like that was a joke. I'm sure it was probably more of a thing of he walked away, they didn't want to get rid of him. I mean, he is Tay Diggs. But still, that's a huge loss for the franchise. Not gonna lie, with so many different combinations of ways they could have saved that man or chose to take him out instead of the way they did, but it is what it is. They feed into this huge loss after taking him out the way that they did, bro. Literally, the rest of the season is everybody grieving Billy, remembering Billy, everything like that, which is understandable. He was an important character in the series. And then I get into season 6, and it's really all jokes. It's nothing in this series. No character, no situation, no nothing that I really take serious anymore. These writers are literally just writing anything, and we as fans are eating all of it up for whatever reason. But this one episode I just watched the other day, bruh, I cannot let it slide. I've been following All American up to this point somehow. You know that this is the season where Spencer is supposed to go into the draft. A draft that he really put himself in. Nobody really peer pressured him to go into or anything like that. He made the announcement himself. Then as the season progresses, he's complaining about, oh, I'm not ready for this, all this attention, the media, da-da-da-da. Brother, what else did you think it was going to be when you put yourself into the draft? Also, you've been getting this attention your whole life. You're not a nobody in this show. You're the main character. Brother, from season 1, episode 1, niggas knew your name. That's the thing about Spencer, bro. If shit is not going the exact way he wanted to, he's going to make an issue out of it. Anyway, fast forward through the season, we finally get to the draft. After all the work my son has put in from season 1 up until now, he is very confident he's going to get drafted to a team nearby so he doesn't have to be too far away from Olivia. We see his agent on the side panicking though. We all like, yo, what's going on? What's the issue? Apparently, because of some comments made, I think at the combine that they went to, his draft stock plummeted. And when I say plummeted, I want you to multiply that by 10. Some way, somehow, this nigga did not get drafted that night. Mind you, this man was expected to go top 3 in the draft. Now listen, I'm more of a basketball guy, right? I don't really know too much about the NFL draft. But one thing I do know is that there are multiple rounds. Way more than that of basketball. And I don't know if the show is portraying it in the same way as the NFL because I do know the NFL exists in the All-American universe. But for him to not get drafted to any franchise regardless of their need is crazy. That's not just because he's the main character, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The man Spencer is nice. So for you not to draft him just off of some comments he made about y'all checking on everything that they do was mad crazy to me. Like, do the writers think we're dumb? Trust me, bro. They do, and it gets worse. Fast forward to an episode or 2 later, Jordan and Layla are getting married. They started planning the wedding like 2 episodes back, but they're making it happen. Exchange vows, and then they do the you may kiss the bride, da-da-da-da, and then Asher gets up to say a speech. I'm not gonna lie and say I remember what Asher said up there. Let's be honest, who really cares? We are not here for that man, Asher. No, instead, all CW cares about in this moment, in the moment where Jordan and Layla are getting married, all they care about is this man, Spencer James. I'm telling y'all, this man is the main character of all main characters, and no matter how much sense it makes or doesn't make, they're going to push this man's agenda. I remember when I said this man somehow did not get drafted. I don't know if this is the next day or some days after the draft, but everybody's phone is apparently on vibrate that's in this room right now. Not one person has their shit on silent to respect the occasion that is this wedding. Can you imagine if this was a movie theater? All the asses would have been put out. So apparently Asher's phone's on vibrate too. He turns it over and tells Spencer he's gonna want to see this news. Spencer trying to be all respectful and not turn his phone over. Like, brother, if you do not just turn your phone over, everybody's about to do it. Everybody's phone's on fucking vibrate. Turns it over and lo and behold, bro got drafted. Shocker! By show of hands, who did not expect bro to go to the league at some point? It just boggles my mind because I thought he was still gonna go to the league. I just thought he was going to go undrafted somehow. He's going to get brought onto a team. I didn't think he was going to get drafted after the draft already passed. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was one of the later rounds, and it just so happened that the draft was going on at the same time Jordan and Layla's wedding was happening. Very well could have been happening in another round. He gets drafted to the New York Bobcats. Everybody is now celebrating Spencer. Fuck the wedding that was going on prior. They're all gathering around him like the main character he is. All is well in the All-American universe. But just when you think you can sit in this moment and appreciate the fact that Spencer got drafted, so that we could, appreciate this wedding that they've been building up for these past couple episodes, maybe going to the reception, see how Spencer feels about being drafted. Bro, they don't fast forward to the next day. They don't fast forward to the next week, the next month, the next year. These niggas fast forwarded 10 months later to the Super Bowl. And guess who's competing in this Super Bowl? Spencer James. In his rookie season. And in one game-winning drive, seals the game and not only wins his first ever championship, but comes out the Super Bowl MVP. That man must have been out here performing like rookie Magic Johnson. How is this possible? Now look, I'm not taking anything away from Spencer. Like I said earlier, he actually knows ball. As I also said earlier, he's the main character of all main characters. And I'm happy that he got his chip. But there is a lot of things that I have to say about the CW and their decision making right now. Because y'all really playing with my intelligence watching this shit. I kid y'all not. My reaction this whole time watching this, I was weak. I was laughing out loud because no way y'all fast forwarded 10 months. And in the 10 months span, y'all don't fast forward to the playoffs. Y'all don't fast forward to regular season. Y'all don't fast forward to the preseason. Y'all go all the way to the Super Bowl and then only show us the game-winning drive of the Super Bowl and just hand this man MVP because he was the main character this whole time. Might as well make this into a Disney movie. That shit was Mickey as hell. See that anybody close to Spencer gets that same amount of plot armor because Liv just so happens to become a best-selling author in this 10-month span too. And all of this happens within the span of 2 minutes after he got the announcement that he got drafted. And I'm just supposed to be happy for this nigga? I barely feel anything. You set this man Spencer up throughout season 1 through now to work for everything he's had. Yes, he's the main character of all main characters, but a lot of shit he had to get up out the mud. I can't even deny that. Just to throw us into a Super Bowl setting and give this man a Mickey Mouse ring. And then to add insult to injury as if all this wasn't bad and goofy enough. You got this man Spencer proposing to Olivia in the same episode her brother got married. This nigga couldn't have got married more than 10 minutes ago in no runtime. You got him proposing already with 2 whole episodes left in the season. And the next 2 episodes are 2-part episodes at that. Focusing on the wedding, bro. Like, oh, you can't make this shit up. Now, my thoughts on Spencer being the main character of all main characters always remain throughout my time watching the show. It's not just right now. But this episode solidified all that I thought about Spencer as is. They just sacrificed the development of so many other characters in this 10-month span in order to get Spencer to this Super Bowl. And I get it, Daniel Ezra isn't going to come back in the next season for whatever reason. I don't even know why I have him in season 7 if you're not going to have Spencer James on the show. Who about to be the main character? Jordan? Cool? Olivia? They finna bring JJ back and have him run the show. This whole scene was just straight clown shoes. And you mean to tell me All-American Homecoming is getting canceled, but this is getting another season? Bro, All-American Homecoming is way better than All-American right now. That's facts. How does this show get 7 seasons, but that only gets 3? I will never understand. I understand it's a spinoff. Look at Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Them shows had damn near the same amount of seasons, if not the same amount of seasons. CW is known for having all the superhero shows come together, have spinoffs, all of that. So I really don't understand why All-American Homecoming is getting an axe like this. I really don't feel like it deserves it over All-America. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Shout out Spencer James getting his first ring with the Bobcats. That shit is crazy. These writers must think we were born at night last night because they just tried to pull this shit off on us and did so effortlessly. I'm honestly in disbelief. Yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this episode, man. It was insane clown shoes.